Hello po mga kababayan, ganda dito, si Dante Maravillas po. Itong Daraga, Kagsawa Daraga, sakop ito ng Municipality of Daraga. May Kagsawa Festival dito po. Ito yung na-destroy 1814 noong panahon dahil sa pagputok ng Bulkang Mayon na tabunan po ito. Ayan po yung mga bato, tipak ng bato. Kasama yung church, pero hindi naman talaga yung actual eruption, kundi yung flooding na po mula sa Mayon Volcano. Yung mga bato galing sa Mayon Volcano, nako-cover na po yung natatakpan na siya ng ulap ngayon, medyo umambon. So yung flooding na po, yung baha, rumagasa yung malakas na baha, so ito po yung inano dito. Ayan. So, tourist attraction na siya mga kababayan. So, dito kami with Manila-based vloggers para po mamili ng mga pasalubong. Ayan. Mga pasalubong dito. Namimili yung aking asawa para ipadala sa mga kasama natin, kaibigan nating vloggers. So yan po siya. Mga bags, mga handicraft. Hello. Hello. Yan, kilala ko dito kasi dati ako municipal councilor. Siyempre, yung mga sikat, yung mga vloggers po ng Manila-based vloggers supporting the President. Nag-cover po kami kasi pumunta dito yung ating Pangulo sa TV Albay. Alam ninyo, sa radyo, binalita. Kasama kami sa nag-cover. Kaya nandito kami. Siyempre, dadalhin ko sa inyo yung ating mga bisita para makapamili ng napakasasarap na peanut candies. Iba-iba. Iba-ibang pakaluto ng peanut candies. Siya yung pinakang pamoso sa amin. Talaga pong hinahanap-hanap. Sinasadya talagang pinupuntahan dito. So ngayon, pag-usapan natin mga kababayan yung mga mainit na balita ngayon. Itong si Ping Lacson. Ayun, supalpal sila mga kababayan kay Ping Lacson. Dinurog ni Ping Lacson mga kababayan yung narrative ng mga sinungaling na sinisiraan ng ating Pangulong tumanggap ng 25 billion. Yung sinabi po ni Saldico na 100 billion na insertion, 25 billion binigay kay diniliver daw. Personal niyang diniliver kay President Bongbong Marcos at saka kay Speaker Martin. Ibigay ko muna sa inyo yung kwento. Ito po yung balita. 25 billion for Marcos. It's absolutely untrue, sabi po ni Ping Lacson dito sa balita ng Philstar, One News, and Philstar. Lacson said he made the conclusion after he spoke with the former Public Works Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo, who allegedly handled the distribution of kickbacks for politicians and public works officials. Very credible po ang source ni Ping Lacson at saka si Ping Lacson mismo, isa pong credible. Among the senators, siya po ang may credibility na magsalita kasi si Ping Lacson po untainted siya. Pagdating po sa issue ng korupsyon, sa pork barrel, sa mga kickback, hindi po nasabit yung kanyang pangalan. Consistent siya po sa ganyan. You see? Basag na basag mga kababayan yung mga paninira nila sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at kay Speaker Martin. Sinisiraan nila si Speaker Martin kasi si Speaker Martin piniperceive as the successor of the President. Kaya gusto nilang durugin si Martin Romualdez. So, tayong padadala mga kababayan sa kanilang kwentong Marites. So, sabi dito sa balita, although the 100 billion in alleged bicameral insertions detailed by resigned Congressman Saldico is true, the claim pala that President Marcos ordered the additions in return for kickbacks was absolutely untrue, sabi po ni Ping Lacson. Sa kanya pong pagsasalita sa plenary debates, during the plenary debates kahapon, Lacson said he made the conclusion after he spoke with former Public Works Yusek Roberto Bernardo, who allegedly handled the distribution of kickbacks for politicians and public works officials. Sabi po ni Ping Lacson, siya and si Finance Committee Chair Senator Sherwin Gatchalian had independently reviewed the list of published on social media. So sabi dito sa balita, sinabi ni Lacson, Your Honor, and I, boss, know the 100 billion pesos, and both of us went through the list independently. And you and I agree that the list of the 100 billion is true. It was really inserted in the BICAM. Talagang siningit po. Sabi ko baga sa inyo, consistent tayo sa ating discussion. And ating discussion po, based siya on facts. Unang-una po, si Martin Romualdez, hindi po member ng BICAM. Wala nga siyang pirma doon. And traditionally po, ang isang speaker, pati yung Senate President, hindi man member dapat ng BICAM. Yan yung practice. Kaya lang tawag dito, yung kababayan namin, si Chis Escudero, Senate President, in-insert niya yung sarili niya as member ng BICAM. Pumunta pa nga po sa Congress, not once but twice. Nahuli po. At ang suspect sa mga kababayan, ang kinausap niya, yung kababayan din namin, si Saldico. O di ba? Pagkatapos, sasabihin nila, ituturo nila si Martin Romualdez. Malabo po, walang ebidensya kay Martin Romualdez, mga kababayan. Ang ebidensya, tumutumbok po, nagtuturo po kay Chis, kay Saldi. At ito na nga po, mga kababayan, mismo ng si Ping Lacson ang nagsabi based sa mismong revelasyon ni Yusek Bernardo. Siya sabi dito, however, Lacson rejected cause accompanying allegation that 25 billion or 25% of the amount was delivered as commission for Marcos. Sabi ni Ping, that I will attest as false. That is absolutely untrue or completely false. Sabi po ni Ping, paliwanag niya that the clarification came from Bernardo, who contacted him after seeing cause accusation on social media. According to Lacson, Bernardo told him that Marcos was name dropped, ginamit lang po yung pangalan, by two undersecretaries, si Traigib yata ang basa nito, basta si Ulaybar ng Department of Education at saka si Adrian Bersamin of the Presidential Legislative Liaison Office in order to allegedly make ko believe that it was the President who ordered insertions in the BICAM. So sabi ni Lacson, review daw niya yung kanyang mga notes and provided a detailed breakdown. The latter reportedly told Lacson that about 81 billion pesos of the 100 billion went to the Department of Public Works and Highways, with 52 billion personally handled by Bernardo. Lacson said Bernardo claimed he delivered 8 billion in kickbacks out of 52 billion, not to the President, but to Yusek Ulaybar. And that Ulaybar was supposedly working with Bersamin. Madaling sabi, mga kababayan, naglalaro sila para mangurakot gamit yung pangalan ng ating Pangulo. Kita ninyo? Bernardo also allegedly recounted a series of cash deliveries using armored vans, including one amounting to roughly 2 billion. At saka, si Bernardo nagsabi, nag-deliver din daw siya ng 1 billion pesos kay dating Secretary Manuel Bunuan ng DPWH. According to Lacson, Bernardo's written account had been sent to President Marcos, believed to be the reason that Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin resigned. And tinanggap yung resignation. Nasabit yung pangalan ni Bersamin. The Senator stressed that the President's own actions contradicted Co's claim, noting that several items in the 100 billion list were placed under FLR for later release and later vetted. Kaya tama po, mga kababayan, yung ating mga kwento. Bakit? Sabi natin, illogical for the President na ina-accuse siya ng insertions. Pagkatapos, mga kababayan, binito niya almost double of the amount na kiniklaim ni Saldico. 100 billion daw yung insertions. Pero yung ating Pangulo, binito 194 billion. Di ba? Illogical. Bakit ka mag-insert? At sabi pa nga natin, bakit mag-insert pa yung ating Pangulo? At kakausapin si Saldico na pwede niyang gawin yun
Ay.
sa mismong NEP. Di ba pa? Kasi sabi dito, if the President knew that he was the one who ordered the 100 billion insertions in DIGA,
Nakabubo ng t-shirt. Hindi na dapat
bakit ibibeto niya?
maganda yung tape.
Citing the same observation raised by Gatchalian. Gatchalian affirmed Lacson's findings during the session. So yun, mga kababayan, ang kwento. O di ba? Malinaw. O ngayon, iparinig ko sa inyo yung porsyon, mga kababayan, ng naging speech naging deliberations ni Ping Lacson. Ito po siya, mga kababayan.
And sabi niya, ang pagkaalam niya, kasama si Yusek Adrian Bersamin. 8 billion pesos, Mr. President, in at least 10 deliveries. The modus that yung arrangement nila is, may tigay-isa silang armored van. May armored van si Yusek Olaybar, may armored van siya, magpapark sa basement ng Diamond Hotel, darating yung van driven by Olaybar, and possibly, sabi niya, hindi siya sigurado, possibly along with Adrian Bersamin. Bakante yung armored van, ipapark, idadrive yung isang van na puno ng pera. Ranging from 800 million hanggang 2 billion. Umabot ng 2 billion only because sometime in March, yung kanyang date na sinasabi from, I think, March hanggang April, yung delivery. Very good nga raw siya, sabi ni Yusek Olaybar, kasi nakakapag-deliver. Ang biggest kasi naipon, because March 11, natatandaan niya, inaapuran niya na si Undersecretary Olaybar, napunin na kasi napupuno na at saka matagal na nakapark. Sabi ni Olaybar sa kanya, wag muna kasi magulo ngayon dahil inaaresto si dating Pangulong Duterte. So naipon yung laman ng van, sabi niya, mga 2 billion pesos. That was the single largest or biggest delivery that he made to Olaybar. Kung saan napunta, hindi natin alam. But personally, he knows or he knew that kasi personally, nagpapalit sila amounting to 8 billion pesos. 1 billion, he delivered to Secretary Bunuan. So that's 9 billion. Yung 8 billion was representative of 16% of the 81 billion or 82 billion. Ang usapan daw nila initially was 15%, Mr. President. Tumawad pa raw ng 1% si Olaybar, pero suspetsya niya, natatawa raw siya dahil para sa sarili na lang ni Olaybar yung additional 1%. Kaya mabot siya ng 16%. 1 billion to Secretary Bunuan. Siya mismo nagbigay. So he was asking for my advice. Ang sabi ko sa kanya, can you put it in your own handwriting? And I'll see to it that it will reach the President. Isipan mo. But I took notes. When he was narrating what he was about to write down, I was taking notes together with my 2 lawyers. He was also with his lawyer. So, and that happened. The President received the handwritten narration. Ang sabi niya nga rito, ito, meron akong notes dito eh. Sabi niya, last quarter ng 2025, most likely during the last days of October or early November 2020, last quarter, Yusek Trigib requested for list of projects. Siya nagpe-prepare eh. Of course, along with Yusek Cabral, kasi si Undersecretary Cabral naman ang tinatas ni Secretary Bunuan na mag-prepare ng listahan. Ito nga yung awkward, Mr. President, and we want to correct this. Bakit nauna yung funding saka palang maghahanap ng items? Hindi po ba dapat may items nanggaling sa RDC bago po pondohan? Complete with program report, complete with planning. Pero ito po, nauna pa yung pagpopondo saka palang hahanapan ng items na ililista sa NEP. Remember, bukod pa po ito dahil ito, gaan na ito eh, BICAM na ito eh. And mind you, even during the NEP, anyway, mamaya ko na itakel yun. From disclosing details on the 52 billion to Secretary Bunuan, ayaw pa sabi raw, Mr. President. Tapos, sinabihan siya ni Yusek Traigib Olaybar na si Secretary Bunuan asked Executive Secretary Bersamin several times, sino ba magpapacilitate itong 52 billion? Of course, isasama sa BICAM, paano ito re-release? Sino magpapacilitate? Ang sagot ni ES Bersamin sa kanya, we will take care of it. Sila na raw ang bahala kung paano ayusin yung 52 billion. Now, I'm not defending the President, Mr. President, but in fairness to him, yung list of projects, yung 100 billion, initially naka-FLR lahat yun eh. Pinapatrack ko ngayon sa aking staff kung ilan yung na-release out of the items on FLR or PISARO for issuance of SARO. Hindi pa namin alam. But initially, kasama sa nabito do sa 194 billion ng ating Pangulo, 1.15 billion pesos worth of projects. Andito yung listahan ng projects. Nilista rin ng, kakita ng mga staff ko ito, pero may listahan din si... At siya nag-utos na mag-insert ng 100 billion sa GAA, sa BICAM. Bakit niya bibito? Yan din ang observation ni Your Honor, di ba? Sabi niyo rin, because you also examine.
Kung
While
alam
you
ng
were
Pangulo
examining
daw.
respecting the
Bakit ibibito?
2025 GAA, we were also busy inspecting. No, hindi naman tayo po nag-coordinate, but our findings are practically the same. Di ba?
It's the same, Mr. President.
Same.
The same.
Ito yung tatlong items no, na nabito. Saldico list vetoed items. GAA, Volume 1C, page 849. Construction of cruise port and facilities package, Puerto Princesa City. 250 million. 800, page 822. Construction of multipurpose building, Government Center, Barangay Gadani, Tayum, Abra. Page 322. Construction of riverbank structure including irrigation system, integration of Longpolo River at Sitio Lawaan, upstream, right side, Mall Wall Cebu, package 3, 100 million. Total 1.15. Kung gusto kasi ng iba, paniwalaan natin na sa Pangulo ang nag-utos mag-insert. But it doesn't make sense to me, Mr. President. That's why I'm trying to explain this to our colleagues and to the members of the DPCC family para maliwanagan naman natin and in the presence of the media, maliwanagan naman natin na hindi kasama ang Pangulo kasi common sense. Siya nag-utos, ibibito niya. Siya nag-utos, i-EFLR niya.
Yeah, interjection, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Just for clarity, the handwritten letter was given to the President yesterday.
As I think Monday, Mr. President. Yesterday.
And
At
thereafter,
2 p.m.
and thereafter he asked.
There were resignations.
He asked for the resignation.
In this case, Mr. President, courtesy resignation is a euphemism for firing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Mr. President, the President is a very kind-hearted person. I would have suggested to the person who brought to the President or delivered to the President the handwritten narration of Mr. Bernardo. I would have suggested na tanggalin niya and then order an investigation. Otherwise, how can you insulate the President kung courtesy resignation? But that's water under the bridge because it did not happen, Mr. President. And I will still strongly suggest that an investigation is in order. Because, you cannot, just fool around and misrepresent the President of the Republic of the Philippines. No matter how kind-hearted he is, let's not take advantage. Yun po yung nakakasama ng loob.
So malinaw mga kababayan ang kwento. Di ba? Ang daming nagtitake advantage sa ating Pangulo. Napakabait kasi. Ang akala nila, dahil mabait yung ating Pangulo, pwede na nilang abusuhin. So, with this, klaro na sa ating isipan ang dapat na managot. Di po ba, mga kababayan? Maraming salamat kay Senator Ping Lacson. Kasi dahil sa kanyang ginawa, naging malinaw sa ating lahat ang issue tungkol dito sa 100 billion insertions. Ayan lang po mga kababayan ang ating short video ngayon. Nandito pa kami sa nagpakita ng muli yung Mayon. Ayan po, kaya lang kalahati lang yung kanyang yung summit ng Mayon, hindi pa rin makita po. Ayos, si Dante Maravillas po. Bye bye, God bless.